What's up?
What's up, my man?
Root for Sports podcast. We're back.
We actually I think it might just be fair to call this a take two.
We'll call it take two.
We'll call it take two.
We'll call it take two. It's an inside joke. None of you need to know about that. Maybe I'll explain it one day.
Yeah.
All right? Free agent city. Mike D'Antoni resigned from the Knicks. Fab Melo is out. Bad Melo is in. There's all sorts of crazy stuff going on right now.
And divas are dancing around the league.
Dancing we go. You said I can dance. You said I can't sing, right?
You can dance as much as you want. Just don't let me dance.
We're going disco dancing, baby.
Yeah.
Next time it's going to be Saturday Night Fever in here.
Yeah.
Free agent city, man. Here we go. Let's just get going right away because there's a lot to get to.
There's a ton.
It started.
There's moves actually happening as we speak.
As we speak.
Yeah.
We're interactive right now.
Yeah.
This is how it goes, all right? So we're going to lounge back and we're going to give you the news as it's breaking. 4 o'clock yesterday, free agency started, and right away, boom, boom, here we go. Brandon Marshall, first trade right off the bat.
Yep.
He got traded for 2 third-round picks, which alarmed me immediately. I'm like, why is it only 2 third-round picks? And then we come to find out why it's only 2 third-round picks a little bit later.
And that would be because apparently there was an incident in a club where allegedly he may or may not have struck a woman.
Right.
The only silver lining in all that is the fact his wife was with him. It's very possible that maybe it was some sort of, woman scuffle, which,
right.
If I'm being honest, I wouldn't have minded being a fly in the wall for. But in any case, his track record shows that, these things happen with him. Let's hope for the best, in terms of it's not anything major.
Right. We don't know what happened exactly.
Right.
Again, it's all accusations at this point.
Speculation. Right.
Exactly. But he will be a Bear. He is a Bear.
He is a Bear.
Just when he's going to play for them, we're really not sure yet. He could be suspended for a few games, 6 or 8 games from what I'm hearing right now.
And is that what they're saying?
That's what they're saying.
And he's reuniting with his former cohort in Denver, Jay Cutler.
That's right.
Which could lead to magical things on the field again.
Yeah, they had a great combo over there, no doubt about it.
They were awesome in Denver.
Big arm, big receiver, it worked out great.
Too bad Cutler was a little immature at the time, but I think he's moved past that, and I think that the Bears could be in good shape. They also signed Jason Campbell.
Yeah, to back up.
To back him up,
right.
which...
Just in case Cutler makes any of those tackles again.
There's a two-pronged thing with that for me, though, is I feel bad for Jason Campbell, man, because...
Me too.
Because I got to be honest with you, at this stage in the game, he's better than Carson Palmer.
I think that he's one of the top 32 quarterbacks in the world, therefore he should be starting for a team.
And he should have been starting for the Raiders, and they made this insane trade to trade all these draft picks away for a guy who... just hasn't cut it, man.
They thought they were catching lightning in a bottle, basically, because they were hot. They were up in the division at that point, and they knew Campbell wasn't coming back. So they're like, we got to get somebody legit in here just to hold down the fort, and it didn't work out.
And I'll go back to, I think you enjoy when I say this, I'll go back to 2006, I believe. It all goes back to Kimo von Olmhoffen.
Well, I love when people say that name, but I don't like what he did.
Carson Palmer's never been the same since.
Yeah, no,
he's never been the same since.
There's no doubt about it.
And Jason Campbell, unfortunately, has just lost a starting job as a result of his presence.
Played on Washington for a few years, but just a bogus team. All he had was Santana Moss as his only weapon. He gets a bad rap.
His tallest receiver was 5'3".
Yeah,
in Washington.
come on. When you're playing, with the Munchkins, it's not going to work out. So,
Campbell and the lollipop
speaking of Washington, they made a few moves. Obviously, we all know that they moved up to the second pick. They're going to get RG3. Now they got him a couple of weapons to throw to, quote unquote. I'm not sure if you call Pierre Garçon and Josh Morgan really legit weapons, but that's who Washington signed for him to throw the ball to.
And Snyder threw money around again. Maybe recklessly. And not that Garçon isn't a really good receiver, and he probably can be a little better, but probably a little too much money for him. And Josh Morgan.
But real quick about the money with the Redskins. Apparently they're going to be losing $36 million over the next couple of years.
Right.
So it's
them and the Cowboys.
Yeah, them and the Cowboys. So now they're really done apparently. I mean, but they don't really have much more money to spend. So you're looking at a bad team again next year, in my opinion.
Maybe they'll just institute a bounty program and circumvent the salary cap that way.
Right. Really, incentive based bounties.
But Josh Morgan's there, and I know you're sad that he's gone.
Oh yeah, I couldn't even sleep last night.
Yeah, I shed many tears, I'm sure. And then, all right, well, let's go straight from there. Let's go back to Indianapolis. They brought back Reggie Wayne.
I find that really weird that he chose to go back there. Maybe it's the money again because, it's 17 mil over the next 3 years. I can't do the math. I don't know, what's that, 5.6 or something? Whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's a good amount of money. So, but I guess maybe he knows something, regarding Peyton Manning that he's not going to end up playing wherever Peyton goes. So he's like, maybe I'll just go back to where I'm comfortable. They don't have a winning team, so maybe he's
They've
just
essentially gutted the team, and again, I don't understand why they would gut the team and keep the elder statesman receiver in Wayne and not keep Garcon. The only guy that's left in all of what was there is Austin Collie. It's like a lonely little sheep or something.
Dallas Clark is gone. I wonder where he's going to go. Maybe I was kind of thinking he'd be a good fit for the Bears. As a matter of fact, I think that he would fit in really nice over there.
Well, yeah, they could use a better.
Yeah, especially now with Marshall going to be out for a little while. The 49ers, to just touch on real quick, we lost Josh Morgan, which was hard to get over, but we got Randy Moss, which is, look, mixed feelings about it. Long story short, the last time we were on was the day before he was going to visit with them and work out, and Jim Harbaugh was throwing him the ball. Maybe he should be the one throwing the ball to him this season.
He should be.
Because Alex Smith really doesn't have the arm for a guy like Randy Moss who just runs down the field. It's not a good match. We had joked earlier that, basically Alex Smith is going to have to throw the ball as soon as it's snapped in order to get it to Moss down the field. So, look, I don't like
it. Maybe a shot put.
Yeah, something. I don't know what he's going to do.
But here's the thing: he'll stretch the field, and then underneath you'll have your Kyle Williams, which I know you love every time I bring him up.
Stop knocking him.
And I'm not knocking him. You're not.
I'm taking the reverse role.
I kind of like Kyle Williams.
No, I like him too.
And then you have Crabtree, and I think you had mentioned that Ginn might be leaving.
He might be leaving, but again, you still got Vernon Davison.
And you got Vernon Davis. Yeah.
Look, Crabtree's a good player. I know he's not a #1 wide receiver, but he is a good player. He doesn't get the respect he deserves because, again, he's playing with Alex Smith. They don't throw the ball at
Crabtree is really good.
He is
and
good.
He's going to be better. And he's going to
Listen, if he had a better quarterback throwing the ball, I'm telling you right now, this kid would be putting up really good numbers. I have no doubt about it.
And they also re-signed, I'm not sure if you caught this, Carlos Rogers.
Yeah, I'm very happy about that. He was a Pro Bowler last year, and listen, it's nice to have guys in the salary. And Deshaun Golston, also not a well-known name, but a well-known player around 49er circles. They also put the franchise tag on the safety. Excellent player.
That's right.
Really active is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Have gone crazy.
Very active.
In not even 24 hours, they've already signed 3 big-time players. Well, 2 big-time players, one pretty legit cornerback in Eric Wright, but Vincent Jackson and Nix, speaking me his first name.
Carl.
Thank you, Carl Nix.
Carl! Hey, Carl!
Anyway, he's been he's been a Pro Bowler every year, an All-Pro as a matter of fact, which means your first team out of everybody. Right. So he's legit, and they threw a bunch of money at him. And again, the Bucs were a good team the year before last, a 10-6 record. Would have even been in the playoffs had it not been for percentage points over the Green Bay Packers, ironically enough. And look, had a bad year last year, obviously a down year. You got like Garrett Blunt. Freeman, I think, is a good quarterback. They can put something together, and do you think they can contend now in that division? Is that possible?
Well, that division's interesting because that division seems to flip-flop every year.
Every year, right?
It seems that the team that finishes last finishes first.
And now even got the Panthers on the rise.
And the Panthers on the rise with Cam.
That could be the best division in football. That could be the best division in football next year. They may all be over 500.
They may all be over 500. They may be very competitive with each other, but in the bigger picture, I don't know if I see any of them winning a Super Bowl, per se.
Okay.
But,
like the Saints.
Like the Saints, but we'll get to the Saints in a second. But the last thing I want to say about the Bucs is we had hinted that maybe Justin Blackmon would be the target.
Right.
And clearly, if they got Vincent Jackson and Mike Williams, he won't be the target there anymore. So
most likely.
Where does Justin Blackmon end up? I'm guessing Browns, Rams.
Yeah, he's been our hot guy. We both kind of agreed that he's one of the best players, if not the best player overall in the draft. He's a Calvin Johnson, Andre Johnson type of guy. I think he's going to be an immediate impact player, and I thought the Rams would definitely grab him, but back at 6, I don't know if they have a chance. Now, the Browns, I thought they should go ahead and take Trent Richardson. I've already stated that. So if they do, then yeah, the Rams will get him. So maybe the Rams know that the Browns aren't going after him. Maybe that's the only way.
And speaking of the Browns, what are the Browns going to do about Matt Flynn? It's been reported that he's either looking, or the Browns are looking at him, or the Dolphins are looking at him.
Yeah. Or Seattle also.
Or Seattle. And again, my gut still tells me it's Miami. My gut also tells me Peyton's no longer in the equation for Miami with the departure of Brandon Marshall.
We're going to touch on him too.
The departure of Brandon Marshall and Reggie Wayne going back to Indianapolis. Why would Peyton want to go to Miami? I just don't see that being feasible at this point.
Doesn't make sense now.
No, it doesn't make sense.
Miami went from being like the hottest team going to now losing Brandon Marshall and no Reggie Wayne for sure, and now Peyton looks like again he's not going to go there.
Right.
So yeah, it's interesting.
And then we got New Orleans. Going back to New Orleans, we have they re-signed Colston.
They re-signed Colston.
Gave him a big fat contract. Local product. Went to Hofstra.
Oh yeah, that's my boy.
Just like Florida.
Oscar Pride, baby.
Or formerly Flying Dutchman.
Flying. Yeah. I'm glad they got rid of that name. Pride is better. Bunch of. It's not like it's one lion. It's a bunch of lions. Pride. Whole bunch of us.
I like it, but I don't. This is a whole nother segment. I'm sure we could do it at some point. It bothers me team names that are singular. Pride, like the Heat, Pearl, the Magic, the Pride, the Jazz. Yeah. I mean,
what bothers you so much about it?
Because you can't say like if you're in the Knicks, I'm a Knick.
Okay.
You can't say I'm a Heat, I'm a Magic.
It does sound kind of stupid.
It sounds ridiculous.
All right,
I'm a Pride.
All right, not bad.
That's a conversation for another.
But you know what? You defended yourself well and quickly. Good job. You know who else defends well?
Who?
Mario Williams.
Yes.
Where on earth is he going to go? He visited with the Bills. Which is kind of like almost dead land of football. You know, you got Seattle all the way over there, and then you got Buffalo all the way over there. Nobody really wants to play over here. But he visited with them. So that means something, you know. Maybe they're going to offer him a lot of money. They haven't had anybody like that since Bruce Smith. And, I mean, there aren't many Bruce Smiths around. I mean, he's one of the best ever.
It's not the days of Cornelius Bennett and Bruce Smith. That's long since past us. I almost feel like there's some sort of Siberia element of playing in Buffalo, with all due respect. I don't see him going there. Could end up paired up with Julius Peppers in Chicago.
Huge.
He could also maybe fill the gap, or voided if OC leaves the Giants.
Possibly. Jacksonville's interested in a little bit.
Another one to throw into the mix is the Eagles just signed Trent Cole, to re-sign Trent Cole.
Great move.
So I don't see Mario Williams going there. So who knows, man? But he's not going back to the Texans, which again is a head scratcher, because after all the fuss made about how good this guy was going to be and he was worthy of being better than Vince Young and Reggie Bush in that first pick that year, clearly proved to be the best of the bunch.
Yeah, and that's like one of the. To me, that's one of it's not like it's a story, like a great story, but it's just interesting how everybody was like, oh my God, the Texans took Mario Williams first? What, are you kidding me? You got Vince Young, you got Reggie Bush out there?
Sometimes
clearly he was the best
one. Sometimes the experts know what they're saying.
Sometimes they do, and the Texans made a good move with that.
But why get rid of him when you could possibly have J.J. Watt, who's got a never-ending engine? He's the energizer.
I understand, but like their defense played great without him last year, and maybe they want to spend the money on the offensive side of the ball. Maybe Peyton Manning. Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe the Texans. Maybe there's always a sneaky team.
And we spoke about this. I want to say way back when Peyton Manning started. I think we even spoke about this because Schaub's contract situation is whatever. But they seem to be happy with Schaub, and I think that team is so close. I think there's other places they could improve to make it that much better.
Well, I agree with you. Yeah. I agree. I don't think they need Peyton Manning. I know it's strange saying you don't need. Yeah, no, right. It's kind of strange saying you don't need Peyton Manning, but yes, there are other places where they can improve to take that next step. You know, another big offensive weapon or something like that.
And the other thing to keep in mind with Peyton Manning is we don't know how healthy he truly is. He does look better. So we don't know what Peyton Manning people are going to end up getting when it's all said and done anyway.
I can't wait to see where he goes. It still could just be one of those wild card teams, but you never know. One place I know he's not going for sure because they got a great quarterback over there is Detroit, Matthew Stafford, and he's got a great receiver to throw to. And Mega Millions Megatron signed a tremendous deal, 8 years, $132 million.
Maybe they'll change his nickname to the Mega Millions.
To Mega Millions.
Mega Millions might actually work.
You heard it here first. We got to download this thing quickly.
Yeah, seriously. Because he is seriously. And you know what I love about Calvin Johnson, though? And I love about Larry Fitzgerald? These guys do not fulfill the diva prophecy.
They zip it.
They do.
They zip it. And they're probably the two best. And then Andre Johnson also.
Well, he doesn't speak at all. I mean,
he's a mute.
There's nothing wrong with that. He's just super duper quiet. But it's kind of refreshing that these guys are going against the diva philosophy.
I love it. How about, you talked about poor Jason Campbell before. How about poor Kyle Orton? He's a backup now in Dallas. This guy just can't.
Did he sign officially in Dallas?
Well, it looks like he's going to. I think he did officially sign a 3-year. He signed. Yeah, he signed. Yeah, he signed Dallas.
It's probably because of the neck beard. I think he's permanently he's permanently cursed because of his neck beard.
Dallas is an interesting situation. They released Terrence Newman, which I think is a great move for them. Maybe they'll pick up somebody in the draft. I don't know.
He never fulfilled his talent whatsoever.
That division's always interesting. And so the NFC West is always, again, it's another wild card division. Jeff Fisher's now in St. Louis. He's got one of his former players over there in Cortland Finnegan.
Who's a feisty cornerback.
Yeah, but it's funny how we brought up Andre Johnson just recently. They both went at it.
The two of them are known for their scuffles.
They certainly go at it. There's no doubt. They have their scuffles. There's no question. So those are the basis of the hot free agents that are going on right now. No new news at the moment.
I do want to get a plug in on my Giants.
Tell me.
I mean, I believe at the very least I'm worthy of that, being that they are Super Bowl champions and all.
You have the floor, my friend.
They did re-sign Terrell Thomas.
Yeah, the guy didn't even play last year.
Didn't play last year, blew out his knee. As a result, Aaron Ross, farewell. But Terrell Thomas was the best defensive player on the team the year before the injury, and I'm very happy to see him back. There's also speculation and you'll like where I'm going with this. We've already expressed our views on an NBA player named DeMarcus Cousins. It appears after the blowout of the ACLs of Travis Beckham and Jake Ballard, they're looking right now at Martellus Bennett.
Oh yeah, I heard that. That's right.
Who's a lot like DeMarcus Cousins.
You're right. Great talent, crappy attitude.
Crappy
attitude. I almost cursed.
That's okay. That's all right. That's
but I didn't.
We can teeter on the fringe.
We're not on Sirius XM yet. So.
Additionally, which I'm hoping happens, is that they're looking at Mike Tolbert to fill the void left by Brandon Jacobs as that battering ram back, and I like that move.
Yeah, I like
if
Tolbert
they make it, I would like that move.
Tolbert's a better version of Brandon Jacobs, in my opinion.
He's a smaller one, definitely a better pass-catching one.
Yeah.
And I think with him and Bradshaw, if that comes to be, I think that'd be a pretty sweet
Jacobs
move.
he's gonna be a tough one. He's really not gonna get a lot of money, and he's gonna have a hard time
He's
finding
going to end up with
home.
the Jets, and him and Rex Ryan are going to end up doing a reality TV show, and the two of us are going to bark back and forth at each other, and I'm going to watch it for 5 minutes and turn the television off and get sick of it.
That's hysterical, man.
That's what's going to happen.
That's funny.
That's what's going to happen.
All right, well, going into the future, look, we're going to come back with second two because, again, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to get into basketball. Our coach has resigned. We thought he may get fired, but he got out of Dodge before he even had a chance to do that.
The kitchen got a little too warm.
Yeah, definitely. It heated up hardcore. So we got that. We got the NCAA tournament, a little baseball, a little MMA. We have all this stuff to bring to you. And where Peyton is going, maybe by the time we come back, we'll have that news for you. You never know.
Maybe in the intermission, you'll get another call from Bob Graf.
Yeah, well, we'll see if that phone rings again. There's a quite possibility. We're interrupted before by some upper management over in the New England area. I told them to leave us alone.
We're getting very popular, and all the owners in the NFL want to speak with us.
Yeah, they do. Speaking of popularity, look, special shout out to Sports Report 360, sportsmuse.com. Appreciate everything you guys are doing. Melanie Malik, we appreciate everything that she's doing. She's out there overseas playing ball and everything. Dream Team Sports, you got to check that out, dreamteamsports.com. A bunch of people we're affiliated with, we love and we like hanging with that do good things for us.
And where can they find it all?
They can find it all on rootforsports.com. My man.
That sounds good.
It does sound good, right?
Sounds good, yeah.
So go there. That's where you get all your information and good stuff. You can see these two handsome gentlemen talking to you. For now, we're out. We'll be back soon, though.
Farewell.